Hey guys, my name's Vanessa and I'm here to talk to you about my first 3 full months on the Tandem T-Slim Control IQ. So I made a video maybe less than a week in, and then I am coming back now to tell you about my first full 3 months, because whenever we get our A1Cs tested and everything, that's kind of what we're looking at, is the last 3 months of what our blood sugar levels were like. And I gotta tell you, I am super, super, super impressed with this. I am so stoked on it, and I know there's some people out there that are still having a hard time deciding if they want to transition over to Control IQ, and I guess everybody has their reasons of why maybe they don't want to do that, but I can't for the life of me figure out why you wouldn't want to try it. It is absolutely amazing, and I love it so much. So, in case you don't know, Tandem T-Slim is an insulin pump for those of us living with type 1 diabetes, or type 2 if you use insulin and your doctor talks to you about a pump. But I've been living with type 1 diabetes for about 20 years, and this T-Slim I've had for maybe 7 years now, and just recently, in the last few months, I downloaded the Control IQ, which is pretty new within this year. And basically what that is it's a closed loop system. They use an algorithm to basically adjust your blood sugars automatically based on your predicted glucose levels, with the help of the amazing Dexcom, which we already know and absolutely love. I love the Dexcom so much, can't speak more highly about it. Even if you're not a pump user and you're still on multiple daily injections, you gotta check into the Dexcom. Total life changer. But anyway, back to the Control IQ. So what is happening is the Dexcom is talking to the Tandem pump, telling it what your blood sugars are doing. Every 5 minutes you're getting a new reading. And then the Control IQ system is actually raising your insulin through basals or dropping your insulin through basals based on those predicted numbers. And it even gives you correction doses or boluses. So again, you don't really have to think as much about diabetes. It's doing things I don't even know it's doing it 99% of the time. I'll just look at it and be like, oh, I have insulin on board, but I never gave myself insulin yet. It's because it's correcting for me. So here's where things get really good. So again, I started this on January 23rd, which today would be 3 full months. My A1C, drumroll please, is 6.7 with an average blood sugar of about 141. And back the 90 days prior, so October 25th through January 22nd, the 90 days prior to when I started Control IQ, my estimated A1C was 7.6 and my average blood sugar was 180. So I went from 7.6 A1C and 180 average blood sugar for those 3 months. And then this past 3 months since I've been on Control IQ, I have dropped down from a 7.6 to a 6.7, a 180 average down to a 141 average. I'm 76% in range, which I think before I was usually 40% in range. And then if I'm looking at the last 30 days, things are getting even better. So as time goes on, I don't know if my body is just getting more used to this Control IQ. I don't really know what's going on because I really haven't changed any settings. But my last 30 days, my average my average blood sugar is 135 and my A1C is 6.5. So even lower. I'm only 17% high, which is completely crazy for me, because thinking back of my last almost 20 years of having type 1 diabetes, I am consistently high. No matter what I do, I feel like no matter what I eat, I'll eat salad for lunch with no carbs of any kind, very light salad dressing, and my blood sugar still for some reason will shoot up in the 200s. No idea why. Coffee, I have half and half, a little bit, account for it, and it's only 1 gram carbs anyway, and for whatever reason, up in the 200s and staying up there. Why? God knows. But now it's with Control IQ, somehow it just magically went away. I don't know how. It's just the magic of the Control IQ gods. I don't really know, but it's absolutely amazing. And to me, this is an incredible thing and completely life-changing. So I already loved the Dexcom, and that already gave me such better quality of life. I already loved my T-Slim. Now they have the two of them together with the Control IQ, and this is what we have. My A1C in 20 years has never been below 6.8. I've been 6.8 one time. Beyond that, I've mostly ran recently here in the last several years in the 7s, which still is not terrible. I'm not trying to say like that's bad. And I know lots of people out there are still striving to get into the 7s. But the fact that I can say now that just in the last 3 months, just because of this, with really no other changes, my A1C is now estimated to be 6.7. And then in the last 30 days, it's saying 6.5. I'm pretty happy. So if you guys are still trying to decide if you want to get Control-IQ on your pump, download the upgrade, or if you're still trying to decide if you even want a tandem T-Slim pump, or if you're looking at other pump options out there, I can't speak more highly of the system. I think it's a perfect option for you. And if you haven't done the upgrade yet, I really think you owe it to yourself to give it a try. Don't be scared. I really haven't had many lows at all. Some people were nervous because of it giving insulin and corrections. They were worried about going low. I had about 2% lows the 90 days prior to starting Control-IQ, 2% lows now. Nothing has really changed. If anything, I feel like my lows aren't as severe because again, it's slowing down that insulin and stopping the insulin and everything. So give it a try, guys. All right, thanks for watching. Bye. I'm excited to tell you what the next 90 days brings. Hopefully it's down to that 6.5.